The boxing community is abuzz with speculation and concern as Terence Crawford considers a potential fight against Canelo Alvarez. Both champions are regarded as two of boxing's biggest names, and their rivalry has reached a boiling point. However, experts are warning Crawford that stepping into the ring with Alvarez might be a risky endeavor. Canelo Alvarez, known for his dominance across multiple weight divisions, recently made headlines with his sharp critique of Crawford. Speaking to TMZ Sports, Canelo stated, "Look, I respect Terence Crawford. He's very talented, but he's just won one big fight. If you see his record, he just beat one good fighter. Other than that, he hasn't beaten many top fighters like Spence." These comments landed like a punch to the gut, igniting reactions from fans and fighters alike, with some predicting an early win for Canelo if they were to face off. Experts have noted that while Crawford possesses immense skill, the significant weight difference between him and Canelo poses a challenge. "The only thing I see that favors Canelo is his size. He's bigger," one analyst remarked, acknowledging Canelo's physical advantages over Crawford. While Crawford is revered for his boxing IQ and adaptability, moving up from 147 to face a fighter like Canelo is no small feat. Crawford, undefeated with notable victories over Kell Brook, Amir Khan, and Errol Spence Jr., was quick to respond to Canelo's jab. He took to social media, writing, "That's crazy. So every fighter I fought is not good but one? Just remember what you said, because I've always had the joy of making somebody look like a nobody." This response only added fuel to the fire, as fans debated whether Canelo's remarks were fair or merely mind games intended to hype a possible fight. With Canelo's camp reportedly at the center of negotiations, the anticipation for a Crawford versus Canelo bout has many boxing enthusiasts excited. Turkish boxing chief Turki Aşık suggested that this matchup could be the next big thing in boxing, overshadowing even the anticipated Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis clash. However, recent cryptic posts on social media have left fans puzzled about the fight's future. Callum Smith, who has faced Canelo in the ring, weighed in on the debate, expressing skepticism about Crawford's ability to handle Canelo's size and power. Crawford started his career at 135 pounds, and moving up 2 full weight classes to face someone like Canelo is going to be a tough ask, Smith explained. He warned that Crawford's lack of experience at super middleweight is a red flag, especially given that he has not fought at 168 pounds before. Crawford's potential jump to 168 pounds raises eyebrows, especially with a potential 13-month layoff if the fight happens in September. Critics question whether Crawford is biting off more than he can chew, and comparisons have been drawn to Jermall Charlo, who struggled against Canelo after moving up in weight. Smith remarked, "Crawford's coming up from the lower weights. It's a big ask." Despite these concerns, Crawford supporters argue that he is a once-in-a-generation talent capable of overcoming challenges that would deter other fighters. They point to his dominant performance against Errol Spence Jr. in 2023 as evidence of his ability to rise to the occasion. The overarching question remains, is this fight about proving greatness, or is it simply a lucrative payday for Crawford? Critics speculate that Crawford's move might be more about financial gain than legitimate competition. Smith bluntly stated, "You think Terence Crawford has a chance against Canelo? I think he has a chance against either of those guys. But the weight is a serious thing." Crawford's backers insist that his boxing IQ and adaptability will be key factors if the fight materializes. "If anyone can figure out how to beat Canelo, it's Bud," a former trainer asserted. However, even Canelo's supporters acknowledge that he has shown signs of wear and tear in his recent bouts. Bernard Hopkins, a legendary figure in boxing, has become one of the loudest critics of this potential matchup, arguing that size does matter. He expressed concern that Crawford is stepping into uncharted territory, where success is not guaranteed. His words have sparked backlash from Crawford's camp, who feel that Hopkins is underestimating Crawford's skill set. As the debate rages on, Tim Bradley, a former champion, has taken a different stance, predicting a one-sided beating for Canelo at the hands of Crawford. His bold statement has raised eyebrows, especially considering Canelo's history of dismantling smaller fighters. Oscar de la Hoya's recent shift in opinion on Crawford adds another layer to the drama. Initially believing Crawford could outbox Canelo, de la Hoya has now changed his tune, citing Crawford's vulnerabilities exposed in recent fights. His remarks have sparked controversy, with some fans accusing him of being overly critical. The tension between de la Hoya and Crawford's camp has only intensified the narrative. As fans eagerly anticipate the fight, the broader boxing community remains divided. The weight disparity and Crawford's readiness to take on such a challenge are central discussions. While some believe Crawford can rise to the occasion, others warn that stepping into the ring with Canelo might be more risk than reward. The potential Crawford versus Canelo fight has ignited passionate debates, with fans and experts weighing in on both sides. As the boxing world watches closely, the questions linger. Can Crawford defy the odds and successfully transition to super middleweight? Or will Canelo's size and experience prove too much for the Nebraska native? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain: the stakes couldn't be higher.